So we're at the point to where I'm putting together put the speaker in. This is the punk head, putting the circuit board piece together here. A couple things I wanted to call out was since I'm not putting the full eye into this one, it's not going to have the IPCB. I ended up taking the vent servo, which would normally be on the IPCB, and then connecting it to the circuit board here, just soldered in it to the pins underneath, since that's the only thing I really need to connect through here. All the other stuff won't be used, so no point in putting the surface mount connector on there and all that jazz and putting the board on there and wasting all that just for 3 wires. So got that connected up, and then when I was putting together this harness to put from that circuit board to the main board, I was realizing that, you know, when this was designed, they only put these little triangle openings here. I would strongly suggest either opening these up like into a rectangle, so connectors like this can be kind of pushed sideways and pushed through, or making a slot here, maybe something where it goes down, over, and then back up, and then it's a slot where, you know, when this comes up, this can just slide into the slot as opposed to going through something. Either would be better than this triangle. This triangle really is not big enough. You can see it gets pretty full with all these wires going through here. And then in order to get this through, I had to take all these back out of the connector, feed it through, and then put it back, which totally forgot about having to do that. So that's what I was suggesting. You can see here I had to make a hole just for those wires. So, I mean, having a bigger opening here, I don't think it's going to cause a structural support issue to do that, and it would be a lot more convenient. All right, boys and girls, so here's where we're at. I did find out I don't need these to move. I forgot that this ends up getting taped over anyway, so I undid what I did with the wiring harness. So the only thing that's going to be connected up is the lower eye flap. So that works out perfectly. And then I've taped it. I put the eye in here, the damaged eye, and I taped it all up, so that looks pretty nice. Poor lighting, so it's hard to see, but and then it looks like in the movie, took some stills, it looks like there's almost like resistors going across here. Obviously it's very hard to make out because of the quality of the film, but I had got these, I think these are 1 ohm resistors, and I'm going to put those across here. And then I've got my wiring here that'll kind of go up around over here, and then I've also got this little dude, which the tip of that comes off, and then it goes onto here. So we got some of the extras getting done. Obviously there's still a long ways to go with the rest of it. I mean, I got to do his nose, for crying out loud, and the facade that goes here and all that. So we'll be working on that here shortly, but I've got to get some servos to go in the nose, so that's why I haven't actually pounced on that just yet. But yeah, I mean, he's coming along very nicely for his punk bad self, so we'll see how it goes.
Hey there, folks. Johnny 5 here, your friendly neighborhood robot with a message from JLC 3DP. Are you looking for top-notch 3D printing and CNC machining services? Well, look no further than JLC 3DP. With over 200 professionals and a state-of-the-art 13,000 square meter production workshop, JLC 3DP is your go-to for excellence and innovation. At JLC 3DP, we pride ourselves on delivering unparalleled quality at competitive prices. Whether you need PCB and PCBA services or precision CNC machining, we've got you covered. And let's not forget about our top-tier 3D printing services. We can bring your ideas to life with precision and speed. Don't settle for anything less than the best. Trust JLC 3DP to track your order every step of the way, ensuring you receive top-quality products with fast shipping. Visit jlcpcb.com for PCB and PCBA services, or 3d.jlcpcb.com for all your 3D printing and CNC needs. Hey, make sure to tell them Texas Johnny 5 Build sent you.
All right, today, so we're going to be recreating the fin that goes on the side of Johnny's eye. As you can see here, it's already done. So I'll walk you through what I did real quick. This is on the punk eye. I'll show you the finished product here in a second, or how it goes on there. But basically, I ordered this fin, this heat sink off of Amazon, pretty common heatsink out there. I wanted to get something that has some pretty wide fins on it. And obviously this has some other pieces. So I basically mutilated it. I chopped this up using a hacksaw, cut all that off. And then I kind of guesstimated how wide I wanted to make it. You know, that's probably about, let's see, what is that? All right, so this is about just shy of 1 inch wide. And then of course I counted 7 fins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because that's what it showed in the movie. I'll throw a picture of that up now where this actually goes. Now, could I 3D design this and 3D print it? Sure, could have done that, but I'm not super great at CAD, and frankly, I'd like it to be in metal. I think it looks more authentic. So I got that. I cut this out. Obviously, this is the rest of it here. And then what I did was I took very crude here, but I took my vise and I took these other fins and I put them on like this on each side. Okay, I put one on the other side and I stuck it in here, and then I stuck a bolt right here, and then I just crushed it, right? And it slowly caused a curve to occur. Now, if I had to do it over again, I think what I would do is leave a little bit on each side here and then use something like this to actually bend the ends to where they come down a little bit more. As you can see here, they're a little they kind of go straight here at the end, which you're never going to notice it when it's on him. But just a kind of a nitpicky thing there. If I had left that on there, I could have bent those a little bit manually and then just done the centerpiece. Otherwise, what I ended up having to do was I cut a couple more pieces of aluminum and I stuck them in here on the very ends, and then I pushed on there again and finalized it. But I think it turned out really well. Obviously, once I cut it, I sanded it down, and yeah, so I'll show you what it's going to look like on the eye now. Now, since I did some of these earlier videos, I have learned that this in fact is not resistors. There's actually a 40-pin dip that goes here. It's upside down with the pins just in the air, and then there's some other tantalum, I can't say that word, caps that are underneath it. I've got both of those on order, so we're going to replace this with what's actually there. Has some really great screenshots from the movie from Ramon that really helped out with that. So we get that attached, and then we'll move on from there. I also need to do a little more weathering here. This is not near dark enough like it was in the movie. So we're definitely going to be working on that. And yeah, the wiring harness here. You know, I just basically took some wire and pushed it through a connector, did it on the other side, and then I used some just weathering stuff to weather that wire to make it look a little older. Really, the biggest thing is going to be getting this piece in here. I've got to get those servos ordered and then put the nose piece together. That's really going to bring it all together.